A very good morning, dear students. In the first chapter, that is when, where, and how. In the previous classes, we studied what are the different sources were there to study the ancient period, medieval period, and the early modern period. In this particular chapter, after the end of the Mughal Empire, when the European countries such as Britain and France sought new markets to expand their trade, they entered India as a traders and they started having a trading activities with India. But British realized the advantages of having the political and territorial control in India. That means only through having a trade contact between the India and them is not at all enough. In order to increase their trade activities, they thought in order to have control over the politically, that is they have to start their administration set up in the India. Then we can have a full control over the all the business activities, they thought. So once they entered India, they started with came up with the East India Company, and the traders slowly they took advantages of this trade activity and they grabbed all the territories one by one. Next, after once they entered, after several years, after 20, 30, 20, 25 years, once they got confident in their trade activity, later, once they entered into our India, into our country, after the entrance of the or the coming up of British people into our India, what are the changes took place in our country? Not only in our country, due to them in several other parts of the countries also, there were tremendous changes took place. As what? In what way? First is during the modern period, in not only India but also other countries also made changes in their aspects, that is maybe politically, socially, economically, culturally, specially, to in order to explore them to the world. First is Renaissance. When the British came to India during their period, what are the major changes took place in the India and other parts of the country or the world? First is Renaissance. Next is Industrial Revolution. Next is nationalism. These gave for the rebirth of Renaissance, Industrial Revolution, and nationalism. Coming to the Renaissance, Renaissance is nothing but rebirth or revival. As the name itself says, that Renaissance is the period of rebirth. So, in all the aspects, as I said, as European, the British people entered, they made changes in all the aspects. It's maybe religious practices, cultural practices, the superstitious beliefs which we had, they made changes in them, and art and architectural designs and the documentations and majorly social beliefs, values, customs, traditions. So, all the thinking ability of the people in all aspects, this Renaissance has made major drastic change in the people. They removed the superstitious beliefs and they made them to think in the modern way. And coming to the Industrial Revolution, second one, what is this Industrial Revolution? Basically, India is having the highest population, you all know, and all the activities used to be happen with the help of laborers or the workers. But what did these British people made changes is, instead of laborers or the workers or the people, they employed missionaries. They imported missionaries from their countries and they settled here and they started establishing the factories, set up factories here. And here the major thing you should keep in mind, for the, in order to make profit, they what they did, they took land from us and they utilized all the resources which were there in India. They grabbed the land and they had an agreement with us. So land is ours, raw materials is ours, labors is ours. Only the technology they made use of it and they exported our the things from here to their country. Correct? Instead of labors, they set up the missionaries in order to get work done soon. in order to get the manufacturing of the products which they were making, in order to get finished goods as early as possible. They made changes. Instead of people, they employed their machineries. So because of the establishment of the factories or the industries, what happens, it created production of mass number of goods. As a result, people started looking for the new land which could serve as a market also for the finished product. Such markets were found in the richest countries which they could offer more price and the amount, like India, which were later transferred into colonies. So in different major cities the markets were set up to sell these finished products and to export the Indian goods to their foreign markets. So we can say this other this industrial revolution, if they would have not set up, still India would have lacked back in the exports, and financially or the economically we would have remained back compared to other country. Because of one advantage is this, because of this industrial revolution, our economic rate has been, growth of the economy has been improved, or has been improved, and also reached to certain extent in the world market, you can say.